In the rolling hills of early 19th century Tennessee, a malevolent force descended upon a farming family, unleashing terror that would echo through generations. The Bell Witch, a spectral entity with a vendetta, is one of America's most enduring and chilling haunted legends. From poltergeist activity to a curse that claimed lives, this tale has gripped the imagination of storytellers, historians, and paranormal investigators for over 200 years. What drove this spirit to torment the Bell family? Was it vengeance, a supernatural force, or something else entirely? Step into the eerie world of Adams, Tennessee, and uncover a story that will leave you questioning the boundaries between the living and the dead. A family under siege. In 1817, the Bell family, John Bell, his wife Lucy, and their 9 children, lived a quiet life on their prosperous farm in Robertson County, Tennessee. John, a respected landowner, had built a comfortable existence in the rural community of Adams. But that tranquility shattered when strange occurrences began plaguing their home. It started with unexplained noises, knocks on the walls, scratching sounds under the floorboards, and whispers in the night. Soon, the disturbances escalated into physical attacks, particularly targeting John and his teenage daughter Betsy. The entity, later dubbed the Bell Witch, seemed to have a voice and a personality. It spoke in a chilling, disembodied tone, quoting scripture, singing hymns, and taunting the family with intimate knowledge of their lives. Witnesses, including neighbors and local clergy, reported seeing objects move on their own, hearing guttural growls, and feeling icy hands slap or choke them. The witch's origins. The Bell Witch's identity remains a mystery, but local legend points to a neighbor named Kate Batts. A reclusive woman with a reputation for eccentricity, Kate had a contentious relationship with John Bell over a land dispute. Some claim she practiced folk magic, earning her the label of a witch in the superstitious community. As the story goes, Kate cursed the Bells on her deathbed, promising to haunt them from beyond the grave. Whether the entity was truly Kate's spirit or something else, its power was undeniable. Historical accounts, including those compiled in M.V. Ingram's 1894 book, An Authenticated History of the Bell Witch, describe the entity as intelligent and cunning. It could mimic voices, hold conversations, and even predict future events. One chilling anecdote recounts the witch reciting details of a distant neighbor's death the moment it occurred, miles away. Its omniscience and malice set it apart from typical ghost stories, making it a phenomenon unlike any other. A community gripped by fear, the Bell Witch's terror extended beyond the family, drawing curiosity and dread from the surrounding community. Visitors flocked to the Bell farm, hoping to witness the phenomenon. Among them was Andrew Jackson, then a general and future U.S. president, who reportedly encountered the witch in 1819. According to legend, Jackson's wagon inexplicably stopped near the Bell property, and the witch's voice taunted his entourage. Jackson, shaken, declared, "By the Eternal, I'd rather fight the entire British Army than deal with this witch," and fled the next day. The witch's antics weren't limited to violence. It displayed a twisted sense of humor, offering fruit to guests only to make it vanish or quoting scripture to mock visiting preachers. Yet its cruelty was unmistakable. Betsy Bell, only 14, bore the brunt of its physical attacks, suffering scratches, slaps, and public humiliation. The entity also sabotaged her engagement to a local man, Joshua Gardner, whispering threats until the couple parted ways. The death of John Bell, the witch's ultimate goal, seemed to be John Bell's destruction. By 1820, John's health deteriorated under the strain of constant harassment. He suffered seizures, facial twitching, and periods of unconsciousness, which the witch claimed responsibility for. On December 20th, 1820, John Bell died, and the family found a vial of strange liquid beside his bed. The witch gleefully announced it had poisoned him, and when a drop was tested on the family cat, the animal died instantly. John's death marked the first recorded instance of a spirit allegedly killing a human, cementing the Bell Witch's infamy. After John's death, the witch's activity waned but didn't cease entirely. It continued to torment Betsy sporadically until she left the farm. In 1821, the entity reportedly bid farewell to the family, promising to return in 7 years. True to its word, it reappeared briefly in 1828, but its presence was less intense. The Bell family, scarred by years of terror, never fully recovered. Theories and speculation. What was the Bell Witch? Over 2 centuries, numerous theories have emerged, each attempting to unravel the mystery. A vengeful spirit. The most popular theory ties the witch to Kate Batts, whose grudge against John Bell fueled a supernatural vendetta. This aligns with folklore traditions of curses and restless spirits. The entity's knowledge of the family's secrets and its focus on John suggest a personal motive, lending credence to this idea. A poltergeist. Some paranormal researchers classify the Bell Witch as a poltergeist, a spirit tied to emotional turmoil. Betsy, a teenager during the haunting, may have unknowingly amplified the entity's power through her stress in puberty, a common trait in poltergeist cases. The physical manifestations, like moving objects and violent outbursts, support this theory. A demonic entity. The witch's intelligence, malice, and ability to manipulate suggest a darker force, possibly demonic. Its ability to mimic voices, predict events, and cause harm aligns with descriptions of malevolent entities in religious texts. This theory resonates with the era's deeply religious community, who saw the witch as a devilish force, a hoax or exaggeration. Skeptics argue the Bell Witch was a fabrication, perhaps a story concocted by the family to explain personal misfortunes or gain attention. Some suggest Betsy, under pressure from an abusive home or societal expectations, may have faked the phenomena, with neighbors embellishing the tale. However, the sheer number of witnesses, including prominent figures like Andrew Jackson, makes a complete hoax unlikely. The legend lives on. The Bell Witch has left an indelible mark on American folklore. The Bell family farm, now a historical site, draws thousands of visitors annually, eager to explore the cave on the property where the witch allegedly retreated. Known as the Bell Witch Cave, it's said to be a hotspot for paranormal activity, with reports of whispers, cold spots, and shadowy figures. The story has inspired books, films, and podcasts, including the 2005 movie An American Haunting and episodes of Unsolved Mysteries. Local festivals in Adams celebrate the legend, blending history with spooky tourism. Yet the Bell Witch's legacy isn't without controversy. Some descendants of the Bell family dispute sensationalized accounts, arguing they exploit their ancestors' suffering. Others embrace the tale, seeing it as a cultural touchstone. Modern encounters. Even today, the Bell Witch's presence lingers. In 2024, a group of paranormal investigators using EMF meters and audio recorders captured unexplained voices in the Bell Witch Cave, reigniting interest. Tourists report feeling watched or hearing footsteps in the empty fields where the Bell home once stood. The cave, a labyrinth of narrow passages, is off-limits during heavy rain due to flooding. But brave souls who venture inside often leave shaken. Why it haunts us? The Bell Witch endures because it taps into primal fears, the unknown, the vengeful dead, and the fragility of safety. It's a story rooted in a specific time and place, yet its themes, family strife, retribution, and the supernatural, are universal. The mystery of the witch's identity and motives keeps us guessing, while its alleged role in John Bell's death raises unsettling questions about the power of the unseen. As you stand on the quiet Tennessee soil where the Bells once lived, the air feels heavy with history. Was the Bell Witch a spirit, a poltergeist, or a collective delusion? The truth may never surface, but the legend's grip is unbreakable. The Bell Witch doesn't just haunt Adams, it haunts the edges of our imagination, daring us to believe.